The items. Federal government told to establish modern ranches nationwide. Ogun State government is planning to set up Arts and Creativity Village. Canada promises to implement new security measures along its U.S. border. The government at the same time announced the establishment of modern ranches nationwide with a view to improving safety and economic productivity for herders and local residents. The Red Chamber of the National Assembly met the call following a deliberation on a motion of urgent national importance presented by Senator Anthony Yaro, representing Gobin South. Senator Yaro had drawn the attention of his colleagues to the December 11th attack on some villages in Bidiri local government of Gombe State by suspected herders who killed many residents, destroyed properties, and displaced many people. Citing Section 33 and 41 of the 1999 Constitution, which protects the right to life and freedom of movement. The Senator called on the government to fulfill its duty to safeguard lives and properties. The Senate has passed the 2024 Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Bill. The passage followed the adoption of the report from the Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Insurance at Tuesday's plenary. Presenting the report, the chairman of the committee, Senator Adetokunbo Abiru, noted that the bill was read the second time on July 18. Senator Abiru explained that the bill was aimed at consolidating various existing legislations regulating insurance businesses in Nigeria. According to him, one of the major objectives of the bill is to ensure a better future for Nigeria and establish a robust legal and regulatory framework that would enable the insurance sector to contribute practices. The Deputy Senate President, Senator Barao Jibril, who had presided over the plenary, commended the committee for their excellent work following the passage of the bill. President Bola Tinubu is committed to the development of the Southeastern region. The Deputy Speaker of the Green Chamber, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, made the remark at the groundbreaking ceremony for the Abia Airport in Aba on Tuesday. While appreciating the President for approving the project, he explained that the Southeast Development Commission is another initiative that demonstrates the President's dedication to the growth of the region. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives noted that President Tinubu is deliberate and intentional about developing the Southeast region. He also assured of the Parliament's support for the timely completion of the airport project through adequate budgetary provisions. In a bid to promote entertainment industry in the Gateway States, the government has concluded plans to establish an arts and creativity village. Governor Dapo Abiodun made this known on Tuesday while playing host to an international music artist, Ms. Bukola Elemide, popularly known as Asha at Okemoson. According to the governor, the Art and Creativity Village would be equipped with music studio, movie centers, and other entertainment centers for the people of the state and the neighboring states to relax and have fun. He added that it would also serve as a vocational center for youth who are interested in music career to learn the rudiments of the profession. Governor Biodun noted that the state is blessed with many talented musical artists who have excelled at home and abroad, promising that the government would continue to support the music industry as a means of empowerment. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Apo Abiodun, has called on Nigerians to be generous to the needy in the spirit of the Christmas season. Governor Abiodun made the call on Tuesday at the 2024 annual Christmas Carol and Service of Nine Lessons organized by the state government held at the Arcade Ground, Okemoson, Abeokuta. The governor explained that the season, which symbolizes the birth of Jesus Christ, has to do with the promotion of peace and unity among the people and also time to give back to the community, pointing out that the state government has remained steadfast and resolute in uplifting the vulnerable by fostering inclusiveness and building a society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. He promised that his government will continue to focus on programs that promote love, compassion, and empowerment across the state. The National President Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, the Most Reverend Daniel Oko, in a sermon described Christmas as a period for reconciliation by promoting peace and unity in appreciation of Jesus Christ. You are listening to the Midday News on OGBC 90.5 FM. Canada has promised to implement a set of sweeping new security measures along terms and the pledge follows a threat from President Trump to impose, when it takes office in January, a 5% tariff on Canadian goods if the country does not secure its shared border to the flow of irregular migrants and illegal drugs. Economists say such tariff could strike a blow to Canada's economy. Announcing details of the measure, the Canadian Minister of Finance and Intergovernmental Affairs said the federal government would devote 1.3 billion Canadian dollars to the plan. The five pillars of the plan cover the disruption of the fentanyl trade, new tools for law enforcement, enhanced coordination with U.S. law enforcement, increased information sharing, and limiting tariff at the border. The Mexican government has announced a new citizen disarmament program where many people buy guns can drop them off at churches for a reimbursement fee. President Claudia Sheinbaum encouraged residents to participate in the Yes to Disarmament, Yes to Peace program, which will begin next year, assuring those skeptical that they would not be prosecuted if they give up weapons. President Sheinbaum said during a news conference that it's about setting up places like lobbies of churches where people can go to turn in their weapons voluntarily and be given economic incentives to give up their firearms. He said the disarmament plan is part of the government's integral strategy for righting crime, adding that one of its principles is to promote a culture of peace, especially in religious struggling with organized crime violence. Malaysia's Health Minister Dr. Zulkifli Ahmed said this Wednesday that the Foreign Minister Mr. Muhammad Azan will be issued a fine for puffing a cigarette in a non-smoking area. The Health Minister earlier this week reposted a photo of Foreign Minister Hassan smoking at a street-side eatery in the Malaysian state of Negeri Sembilan. Smoking in all eateries and restaurants was declared illegal in Malaysia in 2019 and further strict measures were introduced in October this year. Dr. Ahmad said on social media X this Wednesday that the foreign minister has been informed of the matter, adding that the minister himself wanted to be issued a fine for the offense. The foreign minister has apologized and said he had received a violation notice from health authorities, but that the fine amount was not yet determined. Russia's security service says a 29-year-old man from Uzbekistan has been detained over the killing of senior general Mr. Igor Krylov and his assistant in Moscow. Head of the Nuclear Biological Chemical Defense Forces, Lieutenant General Igor Krylov was outside a residential block early on Tuesday when an explosive device hidden in a scooter was detonated remotely. The Russian Security Service said the unnamed suspect was resuscitated by Ukrainian intelligence. A source told newsmen that Ukraine's security service had already claimed it was behind the killing. On sports, Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford says he is ready for a new challenge after being asked about his future at the club. The 27-year-old was struck which United won 2-1 against Manchester City. New head coach Ruben Amorim confirmed that there were no disciplinary issues between his decision, but he hinted that he had hoped to see more from the England's player on and off the pitch during his first few weeks in charge. Now that the Hamilton is here, deceased from act capable of causing fire outbreaks, to end the midday news, another look at the major items. The Senate, during Tuesday's plenary, asked the federal government to fund the establishment of modern ranches across the nation to address farmer-herding clashes. The Ogun State Governor, Prince Kapo Abiodun, while playing host to an international music artist Ms. Okola Elemide, popularly known as Asha, at Okemoson in Abeokuta, said plans have been concluded to create an art and creativity village in the state. We also told you that Canada has promised to implement a new set of security measures along its border with the US following a threat by President-elect Donald Trump to impose 25% tariff on Canadian goods when he assumes office unless the country secures its border. The midday news was edited by Chris from OGBC Abeokuta. For exclusive programs and the latest news updates, visit our website at ogunradio.ng. Follow us on Facebook at Ogun Radio Abeokuta and on X at OGBC 905 FM.